This past week, UW-Madison announced it has hired a prominent former Foxconn executive. Alan Young is joining the College of Engineering, and he's out with a new book called Flying Eagle. That's the nickname for the Wisconsin Foxconn project. He talked this past week with Upfront executive producer and political correspondent Matt Smith.
Let's talk about the book. You begin by saying you wanted to set the record straight and tell the story in your own words. Well, what did you mean by that?
Well, first of all, I think there are a lot of people who were behind the scenes working hard to make it happen. And these were patriots. They were very tireless in really pulling the deal together, convincing the company, convincing the principal, this is a worldwide endeavor.
Alan Young was one of the key players in bringing Foxconn to Wisconsin. The former Foxconn executive left the company last year and is now documenting his perspective on the company's turbulent and many say failed journey from Taiwan to the White House and to Wisconsin.
This was fast, this was furious. There were multiple states competing. The White House was involved. You were at the center of all this. Are you disappointed with where we're sitting today in terms of Foxconn's investment in Wisconsin?
Well, I think everybody would look back and say, we aim very high, and I think that's a culture and aspiration of this company called Foxconn. If you don't aim high, you won't get there. If you feel disappointed, maybe your timetable is a little bit too short. I think we have a few years ahead of us that many great things will happen.
Today, we're announcing the single largest economic development project in the history of the state of Wisconsin.
But the deal has been anything what was first promised. A historic incentive package first negotiated with the Walker administration.
Welcome to Wisconsin Valley.
The potential for $3 billion in state tax credits. Former President Donald Trump, a key player behind the scenes, joined locals in Racine County for the groundbreaking.
We can say the eighth wonder of the world. This is the eighth wonder of the world.
But the luster quickly faded, as did the company's promise to invest nearly $10 billion and create 13,000 jobs.
How is that anything but a complete failure from where we sit today?
Okay, if you actually read my book, you would see that people work very hard, and some of the bases that were considered and formed to put together the package called 13,000 jobs and up to $10 billion. But it could be more, it could be less, and if it were less, then the incentive would be less, and it's pay per performance. So if there's no job creation, no investment by Foxconn, the state would not actually invest and actually pay tax incentive to Foxconn.
The Evers administration renegotiated the contract, dramatically scaling back the potential for state incentives.
Now we are treating Foxconn just like we would any other business.
In it, Foxconn reduced its job projections from 13,000 to 1,400.
From your perspective, what happened? As we sit here today, there's maybe 500, maybe 800 at best jobs ongoing as we sit here right now.
What happened, I think you need to talk to the company. I was a Foxconn executive, but I no longer work there, even though I'm very proud of being the top executive in charge of the Flying Eagle project. I think we need to stay positive. I think we need to look back and say what either side or both sides said that would encourage and invite investment. We need to go back to that and say, how can we make this work even better?
How much of an impact did Governor Walker's loss in 2018 and President Trump's loss in 2020 have on this?
I'm going to punt on this question, partly because it's one of those topics I would address in my next book. You know, the 2018 election result is something that we did not plan for. I wouldn't say we did not expect, but we did not really think one way or the other. I think what happened next and what happened thereafter, both at the state level and also with President Trump, I'll leave that in the next book.
This past week, UW-Madison announced it had hired Young as a professor of practice for its College of Engineering. His first day was Friday.
I'm sure there'll be critics of the UW system and UW-Madison for hiring you and given your time at Foxconn. What would you say to them when they say, look, Foxconn promised all this money for the universities, they promised these innovation centers across the state. None of that happened, and now they're going to pay you.
Okay. My first intent had been to serve, to actually pay back to my alma mater that really gave me everything that I had accomplished thereafter. There are a lot of great things that happen. There are a lot of great ideas that we or Foxconn did not invent. We create those together with partners. I like to pursue some of those, and those would be relevant to my new role, and it will help engineering, and it will help LNS and CEDARS, but I think it will help University of Wisconsin-Madison, and maybe even more.
A rare look inside Foxconn there. Our thanks to Matt for that story. Up next, a new bipartisan law to protect student athletes.